بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نود تذكير الحضور الكرام بوضع الهواتف على وضع الصامت.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We would like to kindly request our honorable guests to put their phones on silent mode.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام الملكي.
The national anthem.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. تحت رعاية صاحبة السمو الملكي الأميرة لولو الفيصل، نائب رئيس مجلس الأمناء والمشرفة العامة على جامعة عفات، يشرفنا أن نرحب بكم جميعا في المؤتمر الدولي الثالث للعلوم الإنسانية تحت عنوان جودة الحياة نحو مجتمعات مزدهرة وصحية. صاحبة السمو الملكي الأميرة لولو الفيصل، صاحبة السمو الملكي الأميرة نورا بنت تركي الفيصل، صاحب السمو الملكي الأمير فيصل سعود عبد المحسن آل سعود، معالي الأستاذ بدر القاضي نائب وزير الرياضة، الدكتورة هيفا رضا جمل الليل رئيسة جامعة عفت، المتحدثون الكرام، الضيوف الموقرون، أعضاء هيئة التدريس وموظفو وطلاب جامعة عفت.
Under the patronage of Her Royal Highness Princess Lolowah Al Faisal, the Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees and General Supervisor of Effat University, we are honored to welcome you all to the 3rd International Conference of Humanities under the theme, Quality of Life Toward Prosperous and Healthy Societies. Your Royal Highness Princess Lolowah Al Faisal, Your Royal Highness Princess Noura bint Turki Al Faisal, Your Royal Highness Prince Faisal Saud Abdul Muhsin Al Saud, Your Excellency Mr. Badr Al Qadi, Vice Minister, Ministry of Sport, and Dr. Haifa Rida Jamal Al-Lal, President of Effat University. Esteemed speakers, honorable guests, Effat University faculty, staff and students.
نبدأ مؤتمر اليوم بآيات من الذكر الحكيم يتلوها على مسامعنا سفير عفات الطالب أبو بكر السقاف.
We begin our event with verses from the Holy Quran read by Effat Ambassador Abu Bakr al-Saggaf.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الله فالق الحب والنوى يخرج الحي من الميت ومخرج الميت من الحي ذلكم الله فأنى تؤفكون. فالق الإصباح وجعل الليل سكنا والشمس والقمر حسبانا ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم. وهو الذي جعل لكم النجوم لتهتدوا بها في ظلمات البر والبحر قد فصلنا الآيات لقوم يعلمون وهو الذي أنشأكم من نفس واحدة فمستقر ومستودع قد فصلنا الآيات لقوم يفقهون وهو الذي أنزل من السماء ماء فأخرجنا به نبات كل شيء فأخرجنا منه خضرا نخرج منه حبا متراكبا ومن النخل من طلعها قنوان دانية وجنات من أعناب والزيتون والرمان مشتبها وغير متشابه انظروا إلى ثمره إذا أثمر وينعه إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يؤمنون صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم. يسرنا الآن أن نرحب بالدكتورة ليندا مالول عميدة كلية عفات للعلوم الإنسانية لتلقي كلمتها الترحيبية. يليها عرض قصير يسلط الضوء على إنجازات الكلية. رحبوا معي بالدكتورة ليندا مالول.
Now it is our pleasure to welcome Dr. Linda Malol, Dean of Effat College of Humanities, to the stage to deliver the welcome and opening speech, followed by a short video highlighting the college's recent achievements. Please welcome Dr. Linda Malol to the stage.
السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Your Royal Highness Princess Noor Al-Faisal, Your Royal Highness Princess Noora bint Turki Al-Faisal, Your Royal Highness Prince Faisal Saud Abdel Mohsen Al Saud, Your Excellency Mr. Badr Al-Qadi, Vice Minister, Ministry of Sport, Dr. Haifa Jamal Al-Layl, President of Effat University, esteemed speakers, honorable guests, Effat University faculty, staff, and students. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 3rd International Conference on the Humanities, Quality of Life Toward Prosperous and Healthy Societies. It is a great honor to open this important academic gathering, which explores one of the most profound aspirations of our time, the pursuit of a meaningful and sustainable quality of life. This pursuit has become a cornerstone of contemporary human experience, shaping social policies, cultural identities, and the collective ambitions of nations. Across the world today, the concept of well-being has taken a more holistic meaning. It encompasses emotional fulfillment, intellectual curiosity, social connection, and a sense of purpose. To live well is to cultivate balance, empathy, and growth within oneself and in relation to others, thus creating the foundation for a truly flourishing life. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, under the far-reaching framework of Vision 2030, leads this transformation through initiatives that place the individual and the community at the heart of national progress. By investing in health, culture, sustainability, sports, and the arts, the kingdom is forging a model of prosperity that unites innovation with tradition and progress with purpose. As an institution that shares this vision, Effat University proudly contributes to this national movement by championing culture, sports, health, and well-being as essential pillars of human development. Through interdisciplinary education and research, Effat fosters knowledge, creativity, and civic engagement, empowering students to build balanced, vibrant lives that reflect both intellectual excellence and holistic well-being. Our mission is to empower future leaders who understand that a prosperous society is one where creativity and physical vitality coexist with emotional balance and ethical consciousness. This conference invites us to examine the multiple pathways through which human beings cultivate fulfillment and well-being in the midst of global change. We gather here to redefine quality of life not as a privilege of the few, but as a sustainable and inclusive reality for all. Our goal is to bridge intellectual discourse with actionable strategies, linking research to practice and vision to implementation, so that the ideas discussed here may shape healthier, more resilient, and more inspired societies. The first sessions, Psychological Well-Being, Quality of Life Pathways to a Healthier Society, will address holistic approaches such as mindfulness, creativity, and lifestyle choices in promoting overall well-being. The second session, Mind, Soul, and Society in the Digital Age, Cultivating Well-Being Through Knowledge, Ethics, Critical Thinking, and Media, explores the vital role of the humanities in fostering holistic well-being. It investigates how individuals and communities engage with lifestyle choices, emotional fulfillment, social connection, and emotional stability in facing challenges. We are deeply honored today to welcome His Excellency, Mr. Badr al-Qadi. His Excellency's keynote address will frame our discussions on how to shape healthier and more prosperous societies. We look forward to his insights as we embark on this vital dialogue on the future of well-being in the kingdom and beyond. To conclude this opening speech, we will present a short video showcasing the achievements and activities of Effat College of Humanities over the past year. This video celebrates our faculty, students, and partners whose work continues to advance our mission of nurturing well-being, knowledge, and creativity in service of society. Thank you, and may this conference inspire us all to build healthier, more vibrant, and more compassionate communities for generations to come.
شكرا لك دكتورة ليندا على كلمتك الملهمة وعلى مشاركة إنجازات كلية عفت للعلوم الإنسانية.
Thank you, Dr. Linda, for your inspiring words and for sharing the college's accomplishments with us.
يسرنا الآن أن نقدم فقرة خاصة بعنوان جودة الحياة. الرياضة في جامعة عفت التي تبرز جهود الجامعة في تعزيز الصحة البدنية ونمط الحياة المتوازن.
Next, we present a special segment on quality of life, sports at Effat University, showcasing the university's dedication to promoting physical well-being and balanced lifestyles.
Sometimes, it all starts with a single sound. A spark that pulls you forward. A moment that reminds you what it feels like to be alive. We move not for recognition, not for applause, but for the challenge itself. The push that keeps us going. You push harder, run faster, lift higher, not because someone told you to, but because something inside you won't stop. You push it through pain, and it goes beyond the gym, beyond the court, and onto the stage. Because the same strength that moves your body also shapes your voice, your art, and your ideas. It's in every performance, every project, and every shared dream. And it's about loving what you do, even when your legs don't love you back. That's what makes it real. That's what makes it worth it. Motion becomes a language, an expression that speaks without words. In laughter, in quiet moments, we sense the energy that surrounds us. It's in these spaces we remember what it means to truly live.
When's the last time you felt alive?
It isn't the game, the score, or the finish line that matters. It's the moments that push us, the challenges that shape us, the connections that remind us that we're not alone. Every step, every motion, every shared effort carries purpose beyond the present. And somewhere between effort and triumph, we find ourselves, we find each other, we find what it truly means to be alive.
So tell me, what do you live for?
يسرنا الآن أن نرحب بالدكتورة بيان الشعباني عميدة شؤون الطلبة لإلقاء كلمة حول الرياضة في جامعة عفت. يليها عرض قصير يوضح الإنجازات الرياضية الأخيرة للجامعة. رحبوا معي بالدكتورة بيان الشعباني.
Now, it is our pleasure to welcome Dr. Bayan al-Sha'bani, Dean of Student Affairs, to the stage to deliver a speech about sports at Effat University, followed by a short video highlighting the university's recent achievements. Please welcome Dr. Bayan al-Sha'bani again.
Distinguished guests, in alignment of Vision 2030, Effat University implements 8 strategic goals, one of which focuses on enhancing university student quality of life, to prepare them as experts and leaders that uphold the legacy of Queen Effat Allah yarhamha. The mission of Deanship of Student Affairs is enhancing student quality of life and it's implemented through Effat Student Success Program, a unique program which encompasses co-curricular, extracurricular, and volunteering activities. We believe that by enhancing the student experience on campus, we can, inshallah, successfully achieve leaders who aspire to be agents of positive change. The university dedication to this goal is reflected in having a dedicated office called Student Life Office that is responsible for student government, student clubs, association and volunteering and sport activities. MashaAllah, this academic year we established, or the student clubs that we have this academic year, the total of 56 clubs. The majority of them are sport clubs, including volleyball, basketball, tennis, table tennis, and also we have martial art, car clubs, horse riding, dodgeball, and many more. The undeniable importance of sport for youth and for students on their health and well-being is also reflected on their academic performance and in shaping their personality to be effective leaders. Increasing student participation in sport activities is also strategic goals for Effat University, and we also align it with our values that are known as Iqra value. MashaAllah, Effat University achieved this year for the Saudi Sport Federation the second, or actually the first place for the sport universities competitions for the female students. And we also achieved the second place among all private universities in the whole kingdom for sport activities for male students. Many achievements in the sport activities, such as establishing the first car club in Effat University and even in the private universities in Saudi Arabia, and also the first horse riding clubs in private universities, and also we started establishing the dodgeball clubs at Effat University. Of course, all of these achievements are responsible or are a result of the partnerships that we have with the Ministry of Sport. We conducted collaborative programs that focuses on enhancing youth and their debate skills, and also we exchanged visits with other countries. Partnerships also with the different sport federations, and also we established collaboration with different local universities, public and private. Being part of the community, Effat University also supports athletic students by providing them with the scholarships and also by sponsoring their competitions and their participation in these competitions. This year, inshallah, we are hosting 2 competitions for male students. Inshallah, in November, we are hosting the dodgeball competition. And in next year, inshallah, in February, we are hosting the basketball competition for female students. And as you saw, the video showcases just part of the sport achievements of Effat University students in the sport activities, but inshallah, we have many more. Thank you so much.
نشكر الدكتورة بيان الشعباني على كلمتها الملهمة.
Thank you, Dr. Bayan, for your inspiring words and for sharing the university's accomplishments in sports with us.
يشرفنا الآن أن نرحب بالمتحدث الرئيسي معالي نائب وزير الرياضة بالمملكة العربية السعودية الأستاذ بدر القاضي لإلقاء كلمته. يليها جلسة حوارية لمعاليه مع الدكتورة ليندا مالول.
It is now our great honor to welcome our keynote speaker, His Excellency Mr. Badr Al-Qadi, Vice Minister at the Ministry of Sport, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, to deliver his keynote address, which will be followed by a panel discussion with Dr. Linda Malol.
أصحاب السمو والسعادة، أعضاء هيئة التدريس، طلاب والطالبات، الحضور الكرام، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. It's my honor to be here today with you. In fact, it's my pleasure to present this note speak today. My team have prepared a very lengthy one with a 6 to 7 minute speech. However, I thought of preserving the quality of your morning and spare you that time and have more of a dialogue together with Dr. Linda throughout this. However, I'm honored to be here this morning. I'm really looking forward for a wonderful discussion with the team here in this room. Let me congratulate you for having this wonderful conference that has been held for the third time. This conference have left its mark over the years in terms of the knowledge that is being exchanged and discussion that goes. I would like to once again thank the students and staff, and I'd like to thank the organizers who have invited me for this session. Thank you very much, and I look forward for a wonderful discussion with you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Relax.
It's our honor to have you here today with us.
Thank you.
And I look forward to this discussion. I would like to start, Your Excellency, by asking you to explain in your own words the role of quality of life within Vision 2030 and why it matters.
Shukran, Doctora. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're lucky as Saudis being here in this place and this time, and quality of life is one of the pillars of the Vision 2030 that is being led by the government. Vision 2030 is not only about economic transformation and diversification of income and enhancing jobs, but it's more of enhancing the people life. In fact, being in the sport, tourism, or cultural sectors at this era is the luckiest thing you could have because of the enhancement and advancement that we see. If I look back at my childhood, the first time I've been to a cinema, I was probably 8 years old, and it was in London. The first time I've been to theater, I was 12 years old, and it was in Cairo. Today, my 3-year-old son, Faisal, he goes to all these things here in Saudi.
Yeah.
If I look at it from a sporting perspective, the first time I've been to a stadium, I was 18 actually. Wasn't so common to go at an earlier age, especially with protective parents. However, now everyone is welcome in the stadiums, families, parents, kids, and so on, and they enjoy these experiences. I was just discussing with Her Royal Highness Princess Lolowah as, the Jeddah itself as a city is now counted one of the best cities when it comes into quality of life, thanks to the public places that we have. Al-Corniche, for example, and the pedestrian areas that you have there and so on. Traffic is less. Hopefully that, this is being coupled with a better quality of life.
Thank you very much. So, building upon that, Your Excellency, how does sport fit into quality of life?
Very interesting. Sport is at the core of quality of life. If I may give you just a short perspective of how quality of life is being managed within the Vision of 2030, there is a program which is called Quality of Life, and then there are different sectors that are represented on this program. Should I close this?
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah, Mumtaz, excellent. So what I was saying is quality of life is a program within the Vision of 2030, and we at the Ministry of Sport deliver a lot of activities, events, in collaboration with our colleagues on the sector of tourism, the sector of culture, entertainment. We want to ensure that the people live their best lives and enjoy the events that happen, experience more sporting activities, get in touch with more active lifestyle and having the impact of that. In fact, we believe that one of the key pillars of the sports sector is to ensure people are physically active. And thanks to the efforts that have been put by the team and everyone around, we have seen multiple activities taking place, like the marathon that have happened in Riyadh and Jeddah and Al-Ula and in different places. This all ensures that people are more physically active and physically fit. This enhances not only the quality of life, but the life expectancy. Actually, after the introduction of the Quality of Life program, we have seen that the expectancy of life in Saudi Arabia have increased by 2 years. So you're expected to live longer and happier, inshallah, life.
Yeah, this is so interesting, and we can see the effect of this.
Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah.
Obviously, this happens in collaboration with the health sector, as every penny you spend or every halala you spend on the sports sector have a positive impact on the riyals you have to spend on the healthcare and the health sector.
So, Your Excellency, what are the main objectives for the ministry when it comes to quality of life? And how would you describe the main achievements so far?
The ministry leads the national sports strategy. And when I say a national strategy, it's not the ministry strategy, but it's a strategy that we are partners in it with Effat University, with the Ministry of Education, with many other sectors around the country. It has 3 pillars, one of which is the people activeness, and ensuring that people are practicing more physical activities more frequently. And on this we have gone a long way. Before I tell you any figures here, let me ask of all audiences we have, who of you believe that you have spent 30 minutes over the past week in a physical activity? This includes walking, brisk walking. Who spent more than 30 minutes over the last week? Yeah. MashaAllah, tabarakallah, this is what we expect. In 2015, this percentage was only 13%. Today, officially, this percentage is 58%. So imagine how this applause goes to you, actually. The nation in Saudi are being more physically active, and this is having a positive impact on everyone. And this is one of our KPIs. And to be honest, I'll tell you a story about my granny, actually, my grandma. During pandemic, we were all locked down, everyone in their houses and so on. And it had, to be honest, one of the positive things from the pandemic was people are being more cautious about them not moving, and they have to move and so on. And you found people are more keen on wearing those wearable Apple Watches and Whoops and whatsoever and so on. Each one of us at dinner, we start saying how many steps we have done today. And that encourages my grandma to start wearing her own Apple Watch, and she do around 1,500 steps a day and so on. And it's quite an achievement for her. And it's quite inspiring for us. If she's doing 1,500, then I have no excuse not to do my 10,000 steps a day and so on. So this awareness have helped, and it encourages a lot of the people to be more physically active, and this is within our objective. And I do say that it is not us alone, but it's all of us together going there.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Pleasure.
It's really interesting to see that even people who did not practice any kind of physical activity before are now doing it and are encouraged to do it by those who are around them. My next question to you is, what one area of sport you think has made the biggest difference in quality of life and in Saudi under Vision 2030?
We are here in Jeddah, and I remember, by the way, I grew up here in Jeddah. Yeah. I remember the effect of hosting Formula One on Jeddah city. Obviously, we're proud of our capital, Riyadh, where a lot of development and activities taking place there and so on. But when Formula One was decided to be hosted in Jeddah, we have all witnessed together the economical effect on hotels, restaurants, car rental, laundries, everything. You've seen a vibrant city. And this is what we feel with every sporting events that take places in the country. Not only the economical impact, but how this inspires our next generation to be more physically active. I'll give you an example. Hosting the boxing event in Al-Dir'iyah in 2018, post this boxing event, around 400 boxing clubs have opened up in Saudi. Before that, boxing wasn't one of the practice sports and so on. So we have seen that effect. This have made us more keen on developing new federations. We increased the number of federations from 30 federations before the vision to 90 federations now. And each federation is in charge of each federation is in charge of a sport, and it becomes the incubator of the sports that helps it on growing and developing and regulate it more or less.
Thank you so much. So let's look at the flip side of this. What area of sport you think did not make a positive impact yet, or one that you would like to see? What are those challenges and how can we overcome them?
As much as I'm proud of physical activeness and people being more physically fit and the events that we have hosted here in Saudi so far, I would say that in Paris 2024, the Olympics, we haven't achieved any medal. And this is an area of improvement that we collectively want to see Saudi achieving more of those medals. Now, there is a direct correlation between people, physical activity, and achieving medals in international tournaments and so on. Yesterday, for example, I was meeting the Australian ambassador in Riyadh. We were discussing sport in Australia. Australia have a population of around 20 million people. The most practiced sport in Australia is swimming. 6 million people in Australia are swimmers, 6 million. From these 6 million, 100,000 are officially registered as professional swimmers, 100,000 professional swimmers. From the 100,000 professional swimmers, there is a swimming team that went to the Olympics, and they have achieved 18 medals in swimming. So this tells you the correlation between achieving medals and being physically active. And this is what we want. And hence I'm saying we are, inshallah, on the right track. As people are getting more physically active, we will, inshallah, achieve those aspirations. Now, since I mentioned Paris Olympic 2024, it's definitely an important reminder to all of us to know that in Paris, there was Dunya Abu Talib. Dunya Abu Talib is a taekwondo player, and she was the first ever Saudi female that qualifies to Olympics based on her own merit. And that's remind me, when you ask me about the key achievement, I'll tell you women's sport. Women's sport have gone a long way, long way. Actually, the increase from 13% to 58% would not have been possible if we haven't seen women activity growing significantly. Today, women's sport is only 2 points behind men's sport. And that by itself is a great achievement and one of the things that we are proud of at the Ministry of Sport.
Your Excellency, what is the impact of hosting major sports events in Saudi Arabia, and what benefits does it have on the community?
Okay, I think I've touched base on this when I mentioned the hosting of Formula One here in Jeddah. Likewise, when we host the Spanish Super Cup or Italian Super Cup or the Formula E, Rally Dakar, and these events, we do see the impact on, first of all, it encourages us to have more infrastructure that is ready to, and a legacy for people to benefit from after the event takes place. If you look at the Formula One track today, here in Jeddah, you can go and walk on the track, cycle on the track. It's open for people, it's open for public, and all of that is a legacy behind that infrastructure that we have invested on. Likewise, tourism. A big part of the tourism boost that our colleagues at the Saudi Tourism Authority are doing is based on inviting people to come, or opening up the country to come in link with a sporting activity. If you look at the Saudi League today, where Cristiano Ronaldo is playing, Benzema and others, this is quite attractive for people to come and travel and plan their trips around a football game that is taking place in one of the cities. So today, if we go abroad and we ride in a cab, and you tell them, I'm from Saudi, a natural discussion would be about Saudi football and how's things going on there and so on. This is an effect of sport and a result of the development that is happening there. A story that is very close to my heart, and I mentioned it multiple times. A friend of mine lives in a neighborhood in Riyadh called Tilal al-Riyadh. There, they suddenly noticed that their kids in the neighborhood are more keen toward going to pray al-Asr in the mosque on the neighborhood. And then he started on asking himself, what's different? Why are the kids coming more? And surprisingly, it was a Nasr player, Sadio Mane, who goes to pray in this mosque, and hence all the kids want to go to pray and see him in the mosque. So this is a wonderful, qudwa, a role model where this player is showing to the kids and giving to them. So this is an impact of sport that we are also keen on leveraging more and more. I think I'm working with our colleagues in the Ministry of Hajj toward bringing those moments to spotlight, to inspire more of the next generation to be looking at those, not only on their haircut or how they look, but also on their behaviors and how they care for others and so on.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, beyond the new developments of mega projects like Gidea or Neom, is there major focus on ensuring everyday Saudi neighborhoods and communities make sporting activities something habitual?
Well, Gidea and Neom are great projects, and Gidea will be hosting a lot of the sporting activities taking place. For example, Saudi Arabia is hosting the Asian Games in 2034, which will take place in Gidea. But if I may also tell you about other projects that are there, في الدرعية, a lot of sporting activities are taking place. In Al-Ula, you see polo, you see tennis, you see other activities taking place. Sport Boulevard itself, which is in the center of Riyadh, and you see these activities taking place. Interestingly, when we built the Formula One track, a marina has been built next to it, and that have activated sailing and many other water sports taking place around that. So we want to ensure that whenever an activity or a big hosting event that takes place, we benefit out of it and have a legacy for it, for ensuring that the community benefits. We're working closely with the municipalities and the Ministry of Education to ensure that schools are active after working hours for clubs and activities to take place. Municipalities are always these days caring about having a good side walkways. Al-Corniche اليوم is very attractive. Actually, the best discussions I had with my team were while walking not while sitting in the office and having that, solid discussion, but more interesting and heartwarming discussion would take place while walking.
Your Excellency, when you look around the world today, which countries, events, or sports are going above and beyond to ensure that sports is delivering and making a positive difference in quality of life?
You're asking me about countries, right? Yeah. Look at Scandinavia and the northern European countries overall. You see cycling being part of their day-to-day activity. Actually, they go to work cycling. Please do not imagine me going with my bish on a cycle, but definitely that is so inspiring because it's part of their lifestyle. Look at Oxford Street in London, which is becoming more of pedestrian street than cars street. And all of this is inspiring. I believe that there are workaround in Riyadh and also in Neom, where it's all built on distances and being more active versus using transportation method to go from one place to another. So these are examples, but also I'd like to say that Riyadh is turning out to be more toward whether public transportation or physical activity, especially when the weather is nice. Today, the Sport Boulevard have ambitious plans toward ensuring that you go from one place to another, whether walking or doing another physical activity, cycling. A few years back, we did not have, renting those bikes with your Apple Pay and just moving from one place to another. It's quite interesting, and we are encouraging our colleagues, and whenever there is one of those new projects, to activate those as much as possible.
I'm sure, Your Excellency, that one day we will see Saudi Arabia on par with these countries,
Inshallah,
because of all the efforts that the Ministry of Sport is doing. Your Excellency, this brings me to my last question. When you consider the speed of change and the transformation to date, can you paint a picture of the role you believe sport will play in quality of life in 5 years in Saudi Arabia? And if we project ahead to 2040, how do you think sporting success will be measured? Is it in medals, or tourism, or jobs, or healthier everyday citizens?
you must have looked at our strategy, because all of those key indicators are thought of and are actually, we are measured, and our performance is measured based on physical activity, based on jobs creation, based on contribution to GDP, based on having the right infrastructure and the right governance and so on. So we care to deliver on those key measures. Now, if I want to imagine the future, I think the best moment to imagine is hosting the World Cup in 2034, inshallah. This is a moment that we are all looking for as a nation. This is a moment where we will have, and the Crown Prince himself have an ambition to make a World Cup that is remarkable, that is people haven't seen before and very difficult to replicate after. And that makes this moment is I'd say the pinnacle of the activities that we're doing. And whatever we're planning for the World Cup is also thought of after the World Cup. How will we benefit from those facilities going forward? How will these facilities be utilized? How would they ensure that there is a legacy behind them as a training sites, as clubs growing, and so on. And we're also keen on ensuring that we deliver those things in relationship with the private sector and giving them the opportunity to invest and benefit from it.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for this discussion. It's been inspiring, informative, and really significant, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm sure everyone else did too.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, if you don't mind, we have maybe time for a couple of questions from the audience, if you don't mind. If you have a question.
السلام عليكم. My
السلام.
name is Muzna Ghalib القعيطي من جامعة دار الحكمة. This is not a question, بس بكل تواضع and with all humility and love, I want to thank the Ministry of Sports وحضرتك والفريق كله. My youngest daughter is a player with SAF, and the quality of training, the attention to detail, the turf is actual grass where she trains. It's unbelievable. I just wanted to really thank الرؤية, حضرتك, وزارة الرياضة. Unbelievable. شكرا لكم. This is real. This is not just a photoshopped image. Those little girls in their green kits, it is real. Alhamdulillah. شكرا لكم.
شكرا لك, شكرا لك. Honestly, this is a great, thank you for taking us to this point, because school leagues have done a massive transformation in the pipeline of talents that is coming and representing Saudi in international events. We have more than 70,000 students that are participating in school leagues, and of which today I would say that the Saudi national female football team are actually being FIFA ranked, and they are competing internationally. Interestingly is that the most scorer player, if I may say this, هداف المنتخب النسائي, she's actually a very inspiring story. She comes from an orphanage, and she have shown interest in football, and today she became the scorer of the national team, and we're very proud of her. And if you look at her confidence and her, she's a story of success, and she's proud of herself, and we're very proud of her.
We can have one more question or comment. The others.
Assalamu alaikum. Iman Muhammad, Dean of Quality Assurance, Effat University. Thank you so much for this very inspiring discussion and comments. What do you think should be the role of educational institutions, universities, on top of them, to support this Ministry of Sports and others to build this quality of life in the years to come?
Thank you very much. It's a super important question, and I thank you for it. Today, when we think of physical activity, or even achieving medals, or identifying young talent, if we think that this is the role of the Ministry of Sport alone, then we are mistaken. It's a common goal. And in fact, the physical education teacher, the PE teacher, are the one who discover talents at early age. We're actually working with the Ministry of Education toward training the PE teachers to become scouts who discover talents, and then we take them into academies that develop them to a future elite players. So this is a continuation and an ongoing relationship that starts actually from the education system and sector toward the sports sector. What I would encourage the education sector, and I was yesterday telling His Excellency the Minister of Education on that, is that usually universities and colleges in Europe and the US, they give a preferential treatment to athletes. And I really encourage that this happens and be the same here in Saudi, where athletes are giving the opportunity to higher acceptance, flexibility in terms of training and so on, which represents the college as well and make the college proud of the achievement that they do.
Thank you very much. تفضلي دكتورة. سالي. تفضلي دكتورة.
سيدنا محمد عليه أفضل الصلاة والتسليم. أول حاجة I want really to thank you for really accepting our invitation and making this happen. Inshallah, this is really a good for our student, staff, and the institution itself. My question to you, and I think it's really like, you know, something really happening between the education institutions and most of the ministries. Most of the ministries now are giving scholarship in their area. And I would love really to see the Ministry of Sports really giving that kind of encouragement to the students. We give from ourselves to the student that really will join Effat an extra kind of a discount, an extra kind of, or sometimes is a full scholarship or a partial scholarship. But now the Ministry of Culture are giving scholarship for students who really wants to join different kind of programs in different area of the cultural product that they want really to reach. And I think with this kind of a 90 federation and this kind of so encouraging the student to join inside a different kind of institution, it will help. And even if it really takes that really we do like an annual kind of a gathering with all the institutions around the kingdom. And of course, the Ministry of Education are doing this now with the Federation of the Universities and Colleges. But the Ministry of Sports, it's another angle that we are really looking for to see how we can really bring it from the bottom up. Not really like, you know, by default or by really chance, but building it from early on, giving the scholarship to this institution to give it to the right person, and at the same time it will really like, you know, going to or doing this kind of a competition annually, it will encourage institution really to join in these different federations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctora. I look at it from two perspectives. The point which you mentioned in regard to scholarships that is being offered from the cultural sector, it is my pleasure to tell you that we just joined Barnamij Wa'ad as the sports sector. I personally represent the Ministry of Sport in Barnamij Wa'ad, and we are working now with scholarship programs that are not only educating, but also with a promise to have a job after graduation. So we're catching up on this. As for your kind initiative of gathering the different educational institution with the Ministry of Sport and the sports leader, I'm at your disposal. Whenever you want us to have that arrangement, it will be my pleasure to join you on and do whatever it takes for that.
A proposal, and with the idea from Princess Lolowah as in the leader in the institution, and then we'll have the discussion.
My pleasure, absolutely.
But I would really love to look at the local institution, not only outside, or maybe a partnership, because the Ministry of Culture did something great with us. We partner with other institutions to deliver some of the programs, master degree and a PhD degree. So I would really love to see how we can seek this with the Ministry of Sport, and we want to be the first one.
I'm committed to be your voice in Barnamij Wa'ad.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your time and for this inspiring talk. We'd like now to call our MCs we'll have a group photo with the Royal Highnesses and Dr.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
شكرا لمعاليه على رؤاه القيمة ومساهمته في نجاح هذا المؤتمر.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your valuable insights and contribution to today's conference. Thank you, Your Excellency, for your valuable insights and contributions to today's conference.
تلعب الموسيقى دورا هاما في تعزيز جودة الحياة وتقليل التوتر، كما تحفز الإبداع والتعبير عن الذات والتقدير الثقافي، وتعتبر تجربة مشتركة تغني الصحة النفسية والسعادة العامة. لهذا سنستمتع الآن بعرض موسيقي احتفاء بدور الموسيقى في حياة الإنسان.
Music plays a vital role in enhancing quality of life by nurturing emotional well-being, reducing stress, and fostering social connection. It stimulates creativity, self-expression, and cultural appreciation, serving as both a personal refuge and a shared human experience that enriches mental health and overall happiness. In recognition of this, a musical piece will be performed to celebrate the role of music in creating a fulfilling life.
ننتقل الآن إلى فقرة خاصة وهي فقرة مسابقة المدارس ميدياثون، حيث نعلن عن الفائزين ونعبر عن تقديرنا لجميع المدارس والمشاركين. يسرنا أن نرحب بالدكتور عمر الإبياري رئيس قسم الإعلام والاتصال الرقمي لإلقاء كلمته.
We now come to a special part of our conference, the school competition Mediathon, where we announce the winners and express our appreciation to all participating schools and speakers. Please welcome Dr. Umar al-Ibyari, Chair of the Digital Media and Communication Department, to the stage to deliver his speech.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and our talented participants and their respected schools. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to this special moment as we celebrate creativity, innovation, and the inspiring power of digital media. Effat University, through the Effat College of Humanities and the Digital Media and Communication Department, is proud to continue fostering young creative minds who use art, design, and technology to make a positive impact on our society. This year, on the sidelines of our annual scientific conference, we launched a new and meaningful initiative, the Best Digital Media Design Competition on Quality of Life toward Prosperous and Healthy Societies. The aim of this competition was not only to highlight artistic excellence, but also to inspire students to explore how digital media can promote well-being, ethical awareness, and a better quality of life in our communities. We were truly impressed by the remarkable creativity, depth, and thoughtfulness reflected in all submissions. Each project told a unique story, a story of empathy, innovation, and a vision for a more balanced and compassionate digital age. You, our participants, have shown that art and media can indeed be tools for healing, connection, and progress. We are incredibly proud of your achievements and the meaningful messages your work conveys. You remind us that the pursuit of prosperity and health begins with awareness, creativity, and a shared sense of responsibility toward one another. Now, before announcing the winners, let us enjoy a short video showcasing the inspiring digital artworks created by our talented participants. And now, it's our honor to announce the top 3 winners of the competition. We would be honored to invite Her Royal Highness Princess Lolowah Faisal, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees and General Supervisor of Effat University, Her Royal Highness Princess Noura bint Turki Faisal, His Royal Highness Prince Faisal Saud Abdel Mahsen Al Saud, and Dr. Haifa Jamal Al-Layl, the President of Effat University, to join us on stage. I am delighted to announce that we have a tie for the third honor being shared by two outstanding participants. Congratulations to معتز النابلسي from Nobles International School and Anam Fatima from Lolowah International School for their exceptional work. Please join us on the stage. The second place award goes to هيا صعب لنا عقاد لمار الغامدي and شيخ الحميد from Jeddah Private International School for their remarkable creativity and effort. And finally, the first place winner, who has truly captured both the spirit of the competition and the power of visual storytelling, not is. ياسين بخي، عبد الله المصيبة، عبد اللطيف كشكاري، قصي زغبي and فيصل فارسي from Tamer International School.
لجميع الفائزين ونشكر كل من ساهم في إنجاح هذه المسابقة. ندعو الآن فريق دراج أبحر إلى المسرح للتكريم.
Congratulations to all the winners and thank you to everyone who contributed to this successful initiative. We now invite the Raj Abhar group on the stage for their awards.
you.